RiverBender.com's live coverage of today's game is brought to you by Macias Insurance Agency, your local independent insurance agent. Andy's Auto Body, Tire, and Auto Service and Sales. Auto Butler Car Wash and Express Lube, located at 1706 Homer Adams Parkway in Alton. Auto Centers Nissan, home of the Wiggity Way. Roper's Regal Beagle, the Metro East's premier sports bar and grill. Shell Community Federal Credit Union, the one place to go for all your banking needs. Alton Sports Tap, sports, food, and good times. Liberty Bank, bank local, bank Liberty. Ruderman Plumbing, your locally owned plumbing superheroes. Gerard Fisher, American Family Insurance, all of your protection under one roof. Tom Lane State Farm, your good neighbor agent in the Riverbend. First Mid-America Credit Union, exceeding member expectations since 1934. Roberts Ford, the value store since 1949.
Tonight, Brian Hudson, Big Brian, is jumping center with another big guy, and that is Kokenauer at 6'9", Hudson at 6'7". The tip won by the Redbirds, and here we go in front of this big crowd at Alton High School Gymnasium tonight. The ball belongs to Nigel Harris. Now to Thurman, Hudson, Anderson to Edwards. All five get a touch here in the first 10 seconds. Now it is Isaiah Thurman out to Darius Edwards, number 0 on his white jersey, trimmed in the red. And O'Fallon, the blue and gold. Here's Edwards inside, finger roll good, and into the red paint goes number 0 for 2.
And he just sliced right down the middle of the lane, got an easy layup, and that's the one thing you can't allow Darius Edwards to do is get easy layups early.
Alex Orr has the basketball. He fakes a three. Now they go baseline. Left hand good. Chance Armstrong with a good move down the baseline.
And one of the problems that O'Fallon has faced in the last 2 games against Alton is Armstrong has gotten in foul trouble.
Hudson down low. He was double teamed, missed it off the glass. It rolled off the rim. O'Fallon ball. 1 minute into the game, we have a 2-2 score. As we're just underway here in this Southwestern Conference boys basketball battle. Top of the key, Darian McLean gives to Orr. They look for Donovan Franklin at the free throw line, but no touch yet. Here's Armstrong to Orr again. Around Hudson, dumps it down. They try to save it. As hands go on the basketball, and it's tipped out by Alton. It's O'Fallon ball at the Alton bench.
And right now what's happening is Alton's running a triangle 2-and-2 on McLean and on Franklin, and they're leaving Chance Armstrong as the open guy. So let's see how aggressive he is.
Here's Franklin on the drive and double team. Good D there. Darius Edwards almost had the steal, but he stepped on the sideline as he comes to help Thurman on a double team on Franklin.
It's interesting. I love watching the coaches. Coach Gibson just said something to Chance Armstrong. So let's see if they've recognized it and see if he doesn't attack more.
Ball belongs to the Panthers here as they set it up again with the senior Darian McLean to the right elbow, guarded by Nigel Harris. Now a skip to Orr. Left side three is an air ball. Rebound Kokenauer though on the weak side. And they reset it out near the Redbird emblem at midcourt. They dump it down. It's stolen away. Carlos Anderson saw that one all the way. Anderson with a pick. Here comes Thurman on the drive. He lost his footing, missed the shot, got it back though, and gives it to Anderson.
And that's what makes Alton so deadly, is they force you to turn the ball over.
Carlos to the rack and off the left hand there, off the glass. He was fouled on the drive. O'Fallon will pick up a foul at 5:42 of the first quarter. It's on Kokenauer, the big boy, number 42.
And right now, Alton's being real shifty when they attack the lane, and then they're shifting in the air to get these layups off, forcing O'Fallon to slide under them.
Redbirds looking for some early energy, of course, an energy-driven team and not a three-point shooting team, Eric Smith will tell you, the head coach. He says, we're going to drive and drive and drive some more.
Yeah, and I think that's their strength, but one of their weaknesses that goes along with that drive, they shoot free throws horribly.
Anderson 0 for 2, right on cue.
And with the playoffs coming up, you know, free throws become a big thing.
Here's Franklin double teamed again. They give it up to Chance Armstrong. Now to McLean. Skip pass to Orr again. Orr underneath. Little shovel pass and then a little travel. A shuffle by Chance Armstrong, the junior, traveled with it.
And that's their second turnover right there. Not really forced. But again, when you get a triangle and two or some kind of funky defense that you're not used to, people who don't normally score in rolls have to find new ways to score.
Carlos Anderson brings it over the timeline. Redbirds in the front court. Carlos for three. No good at the top of the key. O'Fallon ball again.
I'm not quite sure if that was the play. Coach Smith just told them to run. Tough shot right there.
2-2 ball game. O'Fallon ball here. 5-minute mark. First quarter. The handoff goes to Franklin. Franklin averaging 21 per game. Here's Alex Orr. Jumper left side, good. It's a 2. Free throw line extended for Orr.
And that's the difference between Orr and Armstrong right now. Orr is looking to attack. He's going to shoot. He shot one air ball. He didn't let that bother him.
Here's the turnover, and Franklin's going the other way. 2-on-1. Franklin behind the back and rolls it in.
We're getting a little fancy here on senior night on the road, Mr. Franklin.
He did there. First 2 of the ball game. Franklin over 500 points on the year, 21.5 points per game.
It's a lot of scoring.
To the corner it goes. Carlos for 3 again. Nope. Rebound Darius Edwards. He goes to the glass. Missed the finger roll. Rebound O'Fallon. That's a foul on Carlos Anderson.
And you brought it up just a second ago. You said you talked to Coach Smith, and Coach Smith is the first to admit they're not a three-point shooting team. And their last 2 possessions, they've shot 2 threes by Carlos Anderson that have barely grazed rim.
And so, back the other way comes O'Fallon, leading early here, 6-2. 4 minutes to go, first quarter. And up the floor is Orr, guarded by Darius Edwards. Orr against Edwards, that doesn't seem fair. Edwards with a steal. Layup, good. Darius for 2.
Yeah, that's just not a good matchup for Orr. He's dancing with it, and Darius is way too quick for that.
Now Orr over the timeline, guarded by Nigel Harris. This time he takes it to the rim and lays it in.
But see, they caught him in the run and jump again.
Hudson down to the corner, underneath the Thurman. Tipped out, though, by O'Fallon, out of bounds. Panthers 8, Redbirds 4. Here comes the sophomore, Maurice Edwards. And here comes the dog, junkyard dog, Levante Hobbs.
And he's the gear shifter. Speaking of Maurice Edwards, he's the gear shifter.
Yes.
He's the one that changes pace. And he's built the Birds out of a lot of situations this year.
He really has. And Maurice Edwards has the ball out to Thurman here. Hobbs, Edwards, and Hudson out there too. Carlos Anderson takes a break. So does Nigel Harris. This shot forced up, but it goes. Darius Edwards, a step into the lane.
Great call. It was for a shot. What about the muscle from Edwards? I mean, come on. He's at the front of the rim. He just out-muscles the kid and puts it in.
And he's got all 3 buckets for Alton. 6 points for the Redbirds, and Edwards has them all. It's 8-6 Panthers. Down low, Kokenauer, a little hook shot over Hudson. No good, off the back iron. Rebound Edwards up the floor. Darius gets it booted away. It goes to Maurice Edwards, though. He'll back it up. 2:35 to go, first quarter. Redbirds trailing by 2. Hobbs out to Darius Edwards for 3. No good. They miss another 3.
They have, and they have not found the range on the 3. And this pace, although O'Fallon's not doing a lot of scoring, favors O'Fallon.
Isaiah Thurman get a foul on Franklin. Franklin kind of charged into him like a bull there, but Thurman was stumbling a little bit. He gets the foul.
Yeah, that's a tough call on Isaiah, because I thought he was doing a good job of moving backwards. And you can be moving backwards and absorb the contact, and it's not on you, but the official said he grabbed him, so.
And so O'Fallon will throw it in, leading 8-6 here, as this big crowd is quiet really so far. Here's Darius Edwards going for the steal. O'Fallon will keep it, though. Caleb Wagner into the game.
Isaiah Thurman's going to get his second break.
Yeah, Thurman on the baseline, fouling Franklin again. Isaiah with 2. And that will bring another sub off the bench, and they'll go to number 2. DeMonte Wigfall comes in for Coach Eric Smith. Eric Smith and Rick Gibson, the 2 head coaches tonight. Southwestern Conference battle. Here's Franklin, free throw line, right elbow, forced it up, no. Rebound under there. That's missed under the basket by Armstrong.
Darius Edwards got away with a foul.
Here's Darius Edwards driving on Franklin into the lane. Again, strong off the glass and good.
These officials are letting them play tonight. There's a lot of banging going on. Very interesting.
3 fouls for Alton, 1 foul for O'Fallon so far tonight. But a lot more fouls than that have not been called. Here's a 3 going up. It's off the rim. Franklin over the back, no call, and it's O'Fallon who's going to get the ball under their basket.
But if I'm Coach Smith, I'm okay with this because I know for a fact that O'Fallon cannot play at this physical of a level. Even look at Donovan Franklin right now. He's bent over because he's having to do a lot of work just to simply get the ball.
Carlos Anderson going to check in for Brian Hudson. Hudson out. And now we have a travel called on O'Fallon as they bring Parker Rustio, senior, into the game. But turnover, Panthers. It's going to go back to the Redbirds.
And that's the second travel on Armstrong.
Alton ball, it's tied now, 8-8. After this game, we go to the Class 2A regional title game at Southwestern tonight. Piasol Birds and Shells later on the Big Z.
I watched last night Trace Gentry put on an absolute show, Brent.
6 threes?
6 threes, and I mean, he was hitting all kinds of them.
Redbirds miss another 3. Hobbs no good. Here's O'Fallon the other way and a foul underneath. A little bump there, and I believe it was on Franklin again that Maurice Edwards got the bump and the call.
And see, this is one of the things about Alton. They can afford to get in foul trouble to a certain point because their bench is so deep. But when the game is close and not a lot of scoring, that's when you have to be careful if you don't have your guys for a certain amount of time in the first half.
O'Fallon will bring in another sub here at the stoppage. Bradley Harrison, 6'3" junior. Here's a long 3 blocked away. Darius Edwards. Then Carlos gives it to him, and he slams it home. Darius Edwards, jam time.
Big dunk there. Then he gives a little shout out to the crowd like, hey, I'm a high flyer.
There's another steal. Carlos Anderson on the move to Darius again. Edwards, jam time again.
There it goes. Rick Gibson going to call the timeout. No, he's going to let him play it. And this is what you have to be careful of when you're playing Alton.
O'Fallon to the top free throw line. Darius Edwards has all of Alton's points. Armstrong inside, no. Rebound, Harrison. It comes out to the free throw line. Running jumper is no good. Carlos again to Darius again. Missed the dunk off the back iron this time.
And that would have brought the house down.
Hudson into the game for Hobbs here, it looks like. And Darius Edwards flying above the rim with 12 points.
Man, I mean, I thought it was senior night, but I was wrong. I guess it's Darius Edwards night right now. O'Fallon's in trouble, even though it's a 4-point game. They're in danger of getting kicked out of here. Here's a 2-2-1 half court by Alton.
As they take Darius Edwards to the bench for a short break. Here is a half-court shot at the buzzer, no good. O'Fallon with a miss, and then the Redbirds with a miss at the buzzer. And after 1 quarter, the Redbirds, or Darius Edwards, leading O'Fallon. 12-8 our score after 1 quarter. You're listening to Big Z Radio Sports.
It's the final play of the game. Down by 4, Andes will need to score to win it. The quarterback lines up, ball is snapped. It's a handoff. He breaks outside of the tackle. He's got daylight. He could go all the way. Touchdown! Andes wins.
You too can score a touchdown at Andy's Auto Sales.
Check out the all-star lineup at Andy's Auto Sales today.
I'll grab the birthday cake. You bring the gift, if you're sure she's ready.
She's 16, honey, and she's earned a set of keys.
She's studied and practiced, I know, but it's a big responsibility.
When you have a teen driver, it's good to know that Madison Mutual has the insurance coverage you need.
She's ready, and so are we. I talked to our Madison Mutual agent.
Call Barry Macias, your local independent insurance agent, at 467-2874.
The more life changes, the more you need Madison Mutual.
At Shell Community Federal Credit Union, you are important. We work hard to ensure you have the best banking experience possible. Whether you are inquiring about opening a savings account or wanting to learn more about a loan, our professionals are here to help you with any questions, and we will walk you through every step of the process. Since opening our doors in 1935, we've never forgotten that our members are our most important asset, which is why we continue to excel. For all your banking needs, Shell is the one place to go.
10 seniors for the Alton Redbirds on senior night. A lot of pictures out in the lobby. I don't know if I've ever seen that many pictures out there for any team, anywhere, anytime.
10 seniors on a team is a lot.
Carlos had the most pictures. He must have got a lot of selfies going on or something. So Carlos looking good in those shots, photo shots. After one quarter, Redbirds with a lead. Franklin's three, no good. Bumped by Wigfall, no call, and O'Fallon comes out of there with it. Franklin to the rim. He lays it up and in.
He's staying persistent. That's one of the negatives about trying to run out and get dunks. You don't always clean up your board.
Now we have a foul called. Actually, Maurice Edwards got the ball caught on his hip. That's a travel, and it's going to go the other way. Alton turnover.
And the official didn't call a travel. He just said you got it caught on your hip.
Yeah.
The other way.
Double dribble, traveling. Turnover goes to O'Fallon in a 2-point game. Redbirds 12, Panthers 10. Darius Edwards with all 12 for the Redbirds in that first quarter. He's taking a breather right now.
And right now the Redbirds are running an amoeba zone. It's 3-2 at the top, and then it turns into a 2-3.
Josh Lovings grabs it and then traveled as he bumped into a defender there, but got called for the travel. So Josh Lovings into the game with Hudson, Wigfall, Maurice Edwards, and Carlos Anderson. Josh Lovings, a 5'9" senior. Here's a three by Franklin out high, and it's good. Top of the key, way out there.
And see, that's the thing. I think the quarter saved O'Fallon, sort of like a boxer when the round's running out. It saved him, and now Franklin's hit a three, and look who's back on top again.
13-12, O'Fallon with the lead after that three ball. Here's Josh Lovings to Maurice Edwards. Now Wigfall to the baseline. He was fouled by Harrison. Tried to block his shot there, and Bradley Harrison with an O'Fallon foul.
Good aggressive move by DeMonte. Gave him a ball fake, then hard dribble down the baseline pull up.
2 team fouls on the Panthers, 4 fouls on the Redbirds. And to the free throw line. Alton going now, and free throw up and good. DeMonte Wigfall. After the game, we announce our Munganast Alton Toyota player of the game.
I know somebody who's got a 13-point vote lead on that right now.
That's true.
Or I should say 12.
12 points. And 2 free throws for Wigfall. So the Redbirds take the lead again, 14-13.
Surprised they're resting him this long, too.
Left elbow shot missed by Orr. O'Fallon with a miss. Alton with the ball. Here comes Maurice Edwards, top of the key. 2-3 zone for the Panthers. Carlos Anderson baseline floater, no good. Rebound Panthers.
Kokenauer blocked that.
He's back in the game, 6'9" senior. Hudson, the big senior, in there too, battling. Back and forth they go under the basket. Here's Franklin left side. Gonna drive on Lovings, kick it to Orr, walks into a three, missed it. Armstrong follows it, no good there either.
He's had so many tough luck games against Alton, he just can't put anything in.
Carlos spins at the free throw line, then it's blocked by Kokenauer on him again.
Kokenauer's playing big in that middle right now, Brent.
Here's Orr the other way. Hudson may have gotten a piece of that, and out of bounds. It's going to stay to the Panthers under their basket, and here comes a couple of starters. Nigel Harris, Darius Edwards back for Alton. 8 o'clock, just after 8, you're in tune to WBGZ Alton. 8 o'clock hour, basketball continues here on a Friday night. 14-13 Redbirds, second quarter. 5:30 to go till halftime. McLean hands the ball off to Kokenauer. Back to McLean, deep in the corner. Missed the three. Alton ball out of bounds.
And Alton's given, actually they're not giving O'Fallon a whole lot of credit because this amoeba 3-2 zone, they're leaving a lot of shooters open. O'Fallon just can't hit them.
5:15 to go as Nigel Harris brings it into the front court to Carlos Anderson left side. Carlos to Nigel. Alley-oop to Anderson. Jam time. Maurice Edwards to Carlos for 2.
Great lob right over the top. Redbirds have been running that all year, that hog play.
Here's Franklin inside. A lot of contact, and they're going to call a charge. Carlos took the charge in the middle of the lane.
Good job by Carlos. You get the dunk, then go down on the other end and force a turnover. That's what you're looking for senior leadership.
And that alley-oop, a lot of times you'll see that on the zone defense. If that zone creeps up a little bit too much, there's room down there on the baseline and at the basket. Back door. Here's Darius Edwards. He's going to drive to the left corner. Pitches it to Hudson. Hudson, a strong drive. Missed it. Looking for his own rebound, but it's Panthers ball.
And that's another block by Kokenauer, Brent.
He's strong under there on defense so far. 6'9" senior. Nathan, number 42. Out to Franklin it goes. Now Harrison blocked away by Darius Edwards. Here come the Redbirds. Darius Edwards lays it in.
And right now the offense for O'Fallon is just stagnant. Can't get anything going.
Franklin baseline, good little floater there with one hand for Franklin.
And as I say that, Mr. D1 says, Mr. Gordon, be quiet.
7 in the quarter, 9 in the game all of a sudden for Donovan Franklin.
He does it so smooth, doesn't he?
Yes, he does. Gliding around, and here's Hudson underneath. And he went right at the big man this time, and a foul is called as he went at number 42.
The Redbirds are working on offense right now. I think that was an adjustment they made at the quarter. Better thing for Brian was that time he got the ball on the left side. He needs to turn over that right shoulder to score, and that put him in prime position right there.
Hudson free throw, good. Kokenauer's going to have to leave with 2 fouls.
And that's a big foul because he's really been manning that middle. See if the Birds go on a little fast run here.
A little spark at the end of the quarter by Darius Edwards, and now in the second quarter, Anderson with a dunk, Edwards with a bucket, and now they're 3 for 3 in this quarter from the line. Wigfall hit 2, Hudson hits 1 out of 2.
The old announcer jinx.
I know. 19-15 though, Redbirds by 4. To the corner it goes. Rustio back in the game. Out high to Wagner. Now McLean for 3. No good. Rebound Maurice Edwards. Alton running the floor. Maurice Edwards all the way down. Left hand, glass, and good.
And see, that's what's so tough about Maurice. He'll get that rebound. He transitions from the defensive end to the offensive end so fast, especially when he's the one that gets the rebound.
Changed hands in midair there, and there's a 3 the other way. Quickly, Franklin with a tray.
He's doing what he can to keep him close. You love to see when you got a Superman on your team.
How far can it take you, and how far can you go? 21-18, Alton by 3. Between the circles, Maurice Edwards playing catch with Darius Edwards. Now Nigel Harris, right side. Harris, a 5'8" senior, wears number 4. He's in the center circle now. Darius Edwards for 3.
Wow.
Glass and good. You could see that it was off the mark, but it kissed the glass and went in.
And when you're hot, you're just hot. He's looking for a 20-point first half.
17 now. Finger roll Armstrong, no good as he got loose near the basket. Anderson down to Maurice Edwards. Glass and good.
Rick Gibson's going to take a timeout here, full.
Redbirds flying high, 26-18. They now lead the O'Fallon Panthers. You're listening to Big Z Radio Sports.
All right, sir, we finished all the services on your car. They'll take it over for your complimentary car wash, and they'll call you when it's ready.
Red or black, silver or gold, new or used. At First Mid-America Credit Union, they know options are important to you. That's why they've made relationships with local dealerships where you'll receive all the extras with First Mid-America Credit Union's low rates and financing done on the spot. All you have to do is decide what you want. Your car, our loans, they're made for each other. www.1stmidamerica.org or call 618-258-3168 to speak to a representative.
Sports, food, and good times. That's what you'll find at Alton Sports Tap. With our daily specials and the best wings around, no game day is complete without us. Between our main bar, enclosed and outdoor patios, you won't know where to begin your evening. Alton Sports Tap has a spacious banquet center offering plenty of space to host any event and the food to make it great. Whether you stop by to catch a game, grab dinner, or enjoy our new live gaming, Sports Tap has got you covered.
Big time. Could see Nashville or Chabot or one of the Breeze teams, Mater Dei, I believe, still alive, and wow.
You could, I mean, Pinckneyville's going against, I want to say Pinckneyville's going against Breeze tonight, or Pinckneyville's in with one of them, and they've been down this year, but you can never count the Panthers out because they've been tough in the postseason.
Underneath McLean, knocked away, and there's a steal. Darius Edwards all the way down, lost it as it was knocked out of his hands, tipped around. Alton's out of bounds on the end line, and Darius Edwards calling for a foul. The official says no.
He got fouled, but I think the official just whispered to him, hey, you had Maurice Edwards in front of you. You should have passed it to him.
That's true. I was waiting for that pass to come. It never came as he was going for more there. O'Fallon basketball. They trail by 8, 26-18. Franklin gives the ball underneath. Armstrong leans in. Good. And one.
It's a good move by Chance Armstrong. He finally went with some control. Donovan Franklin saying, hey, you know, you're supposed to be my Robin. You got to do something.
Maurice Edwards with foul number 2 as he made a little spin move on the block, and Armstrong will go for 3. And he'll try to make it a 26-21 game. Here comes Lovings in for Maurice Edwards.
And Josh Lovings has worked his way back into the rotation. There's been a couple games you didn't see him, or you didn't see him till late, but he's got the call early today. So senior night, let's see if he can put in some contribution.
26-20, Redbirds. Free throw, no good. It remains a 6-point game. Here's Carlos giving it up to Darius Edwards.
We haven't seen Isaiah Thurman since that second foul.
That's true. He's got 2. Maurice Edwards with 2 now. Here's Carlos Anderson with a move on the baseline. Fouled as he went up strong there with 2 defenders, then almost a 3rd defender in the mix.
Yeah, Carlos looked like he was going to the rim with bad intentions.
Rustio with foul number 1. And that is 5 team fouls for each side now. 5-5. Here's Carlos at the line.
Again, really not a lot of fouls being called.
Anderson misses. He's 0 for 3.
Just worry about the bad free throw shooting come playoff time, Brent.
Hope that it turns around soon, but Anderson 0 for 4. He misses again. Lovings almost had a steal in the backcourt. 1:15 to go till halftime. They throw it into the lane. Armstrong, good bounce to Rustio. Out of bounds, though. Redbirds tipped it out.
They're going triangle 2 again on McLean and Franklin with Nigel Harris going straight face deny on McLean.
Redbirds have Lovings, Anderson, Hudson, D. Edwards, and Harris out there. Nigel Harris with some D out front. Now Hudson with the steal down low to Anderson, out to Lovings. Josh Lovings lost the handle, tipped out by O'Fallon last, though.
Good hands down at the defensive end there by Brian Hudson. Knocked that pass, that post passed away.
Hudson's going to throw it in here. The big lefty, number 11.
This is a new wrinkle because Brian normally doesn't take the ball out.
Yeah. Hudson's going to throw it in to Darius Edwards for 3. It's good. A swish, this time for number 0.
That's his second 3 of the game. He's got 20 in the first half. He's got 20 out of the 29.
20 on the nose, and it's 29-20. in favor of the Redbirds. Inside or finger roll, good. It rolled over the rim and in.
And that's a big bucket for O'Fallon. They really needed that. I was going to tell you, they went from being very competitive to almost being in trouble.
29-22. We're down to 25 seconds left here in the second quarter. Halftime is coming up.
Alton likes to run lobs to end quarters, so let's see.
15 seconds left as they play catch out high. Hudson and Carlos Anderson down low. Hudson comes to the high post now. Lovings for three in the left corner. Good! Josh Lovings with a three with 3 seconds left. O'Fallon will run out of time, and it's 32-22. Josh for three.
Hey, and that's what we're talking about. Josh getting back in that rotation and looking to bring some contribution. That's a big three to end it, to push them 10 at the half.
Redbirds 32-22 over the Panthers at halftime. The Redbirds with a 20-point second quarter. Back in a moment. You're listening to Big Z Radio Sports.
In the market for a new Nissan? Go no further than Auto Center's Nissan in Wood River, the #1 volume Nissan dealer in the Midwest. Auto Center's always has a huge selection, and every new Nissan is backed by Auto Center's exclusive low price guarantee, 30-day return, and lifetime powertrain warranty. Auto Center's also has a gigantic pre-owned inventory, and regardless of any credit problems, Auto Center's will get you approved. So be wiggity wise and hurry into Auto Center's Nissan. Highway 255 and 143 in Wood River, Illinois. AutoCentersNissan.com.
One of the greatest myths about car dealers is that some pay less for their cars than others. Hi, I'm John Roberts, and we all pay the same. Here at Roberts Motors, we can compete with any Ford dealer, regardless of how big they are or how great they say their deals are. The #1 concern of anyone buying a car today is service. At Roberts Motors, we pride ourselves in exceptional service before, after, and during the sale. Stop in today and see why Roberts has been the home of happy customers since 1949, or see us online at RiverBender.com.
In today's economy, everyone's looking for an encouraging sign. That's exactly what you'll find right here at my State Farm office in Bethalto. I'm Tom Lane, and for 86 years, State Farm agents like me have been helping you protect the things that matter most. That's why more people trust State Farm, and why we consider that a very good sign.
Call Tom Lane State Farm office in Bethalto at 377-8912 or go to TomLaneAgency.net.
Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
Is your leading vote getter at halftime for our player of the game anyway.
Yeah, the phone-in votes has him winning by a landslide right now, so
we'll see. Munganast Alton Toyota player of the game coming up in just a little while.
But maybe somebody has a second half just like his and sways the votes a little bit.
That's true. Donovan Franklin leading on the other side of things for O'Fallon with 12 points. They've only had 3 different scorers. Franklin 12, Orr has 6, and Armstrong with 4 points. That's it, 3 scorers on the sheet.
And here's what's going to have to happen, Brent. If O'Fallon wants to get back in this game, they're going to have to get Darian McClain open and free. They got to get him knocking down some shots. He averages double figures, and he's their best three-point shooter, so they've got to find a way to do that. The general has them confused right now with the different looks he's given them on defense. If you go to a triangle and 2, the best thing to do is to go into ball screen action. Go into ball screen action and roll, and then look for throwbacks. If you do that, you'll have opportunities to get wide open shots, but they're going to need somebody on that throwback to knock shots down.
Here we go, Redbirds and Panthers, and we start the second half. Third quarter underway. Redbirds by 10, 32-22. Here's Nigel Harris giving to Darius Edwards. Alley-oop, Maurice Edwards missed it. Rebound, good. Finger roll, Carlos Anderson, 2 points.
And they run lobs for everybody. Maurice Edwards looked like he hurt. He's done playing.
And he is headed over to the sideline. And
yeah, he's not even attempting to play.
They go down the court, and Nigel Harris going to get a layup. And Maurice Edwards going to go over to the bench and check athletic trainer Andy Renner out here. Looks like his left hip, maybe.
Yeah, and is that the injury that he had a little earlier in the year?
We'll see. Nigel Harris gets a bucket there on a turnover and a break, so he lays it in.
And how good is Alton? you're playing 4-on-5 defensively. You get a steal and a breakaway layup.
Right. Amazing to look up and see that. 36-22 now, though. Couple of buckets right off the bat here in the third quarter for Alton. And the Redbirds bring Isaiah Thurman back into the game. There's a shot missed. Rebound tipped out, and O'Fallon out of bounds as Kokenauer tried to knock it off a Redbird, but it came back and hit him out of bounds.
Sometimes when you're big, you just can't get out the way.
And here come the Redbirds and Nigel Harris. Alton up by 14 now.
For a senior night, you know, and for the Birds to be winning, it's just a very flat crowd tonight.
Carlos Anderson into the lane, stops, pops, missed it, rebound, O'Fallon. O'Fallon up the floor, McLean to Franklin. Franklin fouled there. We're going to have a foul either on Harris or Darius Edwards.
They're going to get Darius Edwards. That was a very crafty move. He caught him in transition, and he basically forced the official to have to make a phone. Oh, I was about to say make a phone call.
That too.
I think O'Fallon's going to have to make a phone call for some help here pretty soon.
Foul on Darius, though, his first foul. Here's McLean giving to Orr, now to Armstrong in the right corner. Armstrong to the glass, left hand, no, and then over the back of Carlos Anderson is Armstrong.
O'Fallon just can't score. Their offense is permeated on movement, and they're not getting the movement they need right now.
If you look at O'Fallon coming down the stretch, they've lost 2 in a row, 3 of their last 5. So they've been having some trouble. Lost to Edwardsville in their last game, 52-49 on Tuesday, earlier this week.
And see, that's not how you want to roll into the playoffs. But again, we're talking about Rick Gibson. He's going to have his kids prepared.
True. Carlos Anderson into the lane, and a one-hander is good. He's up to 6 in the game.
And the Birds are just rolling now. It looks clinical almost.
38-22. Right elbow, shot blocked away. Here comes Darius Edwards up the floor. He lost the handle, so he'll back it up near the timeline. Darius Edwards driving on Orr all the way down, knocked out of bounds. Some help defense there. Alton ball under their basket.
And they're just so quick. They slice gap so fast.
And they get by one man, then all of a sudden 2 or 3 defenders are in the dust. Here comes Brian Hudson out top of the key to take the pass. Now to Thurman. Thurman kicks it to Carlos. Anderson into the lane. Now Darius Edwards backs it up. 5:20 to go, third quarter. Here's Anderson fouled as he tried to split defenders McLean and Orr. The foul is on McLean, it looks like, his first.
Just got word from our sideline reporter. Looks like Maurice Edwards may have had a slight ankle twist, so they're down there taping up the ankle, and he looks to return to the ball game.
Sideline reporter.
Yeah.
Wow.
Hey, the big Z.
I got you.
94-3 and
down to the corner it goes. Harris out to Thurman, now to Darius Edwards.
Don't forget us on the AM dial too.
That's right. There's the 3. Darius Edwards stops in his tracks and hits a 3.
See if he goes for 30 tonight on senior night.
23 in the game. And like you said earlier, if you're feeling it, you're feeling it.
Yeah, and what a time to feel it is on senior night.
They kick it to the left side. O'Fallon ball. Knocked away. Carlos Anderson to Darius Edwards. Finger roll, no good. Thurman with a follow. It's up and in.
And see, right now, not only is O'Fallon losing, but they're getting out hustled. I mean, look how quick this score transferred. It's 43-22 just in a heartbeat.
11-0 run here in the third quarter already. It was a 10-point game at halftime. Here's Franklin for 3. It's off the mark. Thurman with the rebound. Isaiah up the floor, guarded by Franklin. Isaiah Thurman, top of the key. 4 minutes to go, third quarter. And through 4 minutes, the Redbirds already have 11 in the quarter.
Yeah, and O'Fallon is just stuck.
Remember, the Redbirds had 20 in the second quarter. Here's Anderson fouled by McLean again. He has 2.
And see, I thought last year in this game, I went to this game last year down in O'Fallon, and I thought the Redbirds played absolutely horrible. They won by 20, but I thought they played absolutely horrible. and then they went into the regional and did not have good success. Well, now you look at tonight, I mean, Brent, they're really clicking. I mean, they've got it going. And that's how you want to go into the playoffs, especially when you're the favorite.
And the Redbirds have won 6 in a row. Tonight would be 7 in a row. And that's the way you want to do it. There's Darius Edwards getting the roll again. Free throw line good.
That's a good concept right there against the zone. You have the two outside guys screen the middle. Darius was able to drive right in between it.
Inside, glass and good. Franklin scores, and that's the first points for O'Fallon in the second half. 45-24. Darius for 3 again. Nope, off the rim. Hudson grabs the rebound to Thurman. Thurman back to Hudson. Glass, good, and 1. Brian Hudson on the move there.
Great offensive rebound by Hudson, and then he just didn't settle. He made a pass and followed right behind it with a cut, and they rewarded him with an and-1. Nice basket cut.
Gave it to Thurman, who gave it right back. Hudson will go for 3. The foul is on Rustio, his second. Hudson for the 3-point play. It's good. And the Redbirds, with that 20-point second quarter, looks like they're even going to be better in the third quarter.
Yeah, and you know, those 2 middle quarters for Alton, they put those big ones on you in the middle quarter, and it's trouble.
Hobbs with a rebound, lost the ball though, but a travel on O'Fallon there as they got the ball, but Bradley Harrison down on his knees, and Alton ball.
What did he do? How do you travel on your knees?
I don't know. It didn't look like he moved at all. But Redbirds get it on the turnover. 2:50 to go, third period. Here's Isaiah Thurman. Out to Hobbs. Over to Wigfall for 3. Glass and good again.
So the glass has been friendly tonight for the Redbirds.
It must be senior night. Wigfall off the glass and good for 3. Here's a 3 for O'Fallon. No good. Rebound loose. Harrison to McLean for 3. It's in and out. No good.
And they've just absolutely shut him down tonight.
Franklin on the drive. Dumps it down to Rustio, but he threw it behind him out of bounds. And the Redbirds going to the bench.
We're seeing Darius Collins awful early, so that might mean that these guys are done. I think he's going to get them out and be safe with it.
Darius Collins, 21 into the game. Has a big rooting section tonight. They all made the shirts with number 21 on them. Black and red shirts. Big rooting section for Collins. Here's Thurman, top of the key. Left side to Carlos Anderson.
Watch for the lob.
Hobbs, right side.
Franklin's playing it right now.
Here's Anderson. Skips it to Hobbs for 3. It's off the mark, no good. Anderson with a rebound, and he will lay it in.
Good hustle by Carlos.
Skyen for another rebound. 53-24.
I mean, this quarter has just gotten absolutely out of control.
3 ball is up and in. 3 for Rustio.
It's absolutely amazing, Brent.
32-22 at halftime. 21-5 in this quarter. Here's a foul on the sideline. That foul's going to go on number 10 off the bench, Caleb Wegner with a foul. And the Redbirds each quarter getting better and better. 12, then 20, and now over 20 in this quarter. Carlos Anderson looked like he will turn it over on the sideline.
I think he stepped out on the spin move.
I just want to know where he got those shoes.
I know, they're light brights. He's ready for the big stage.
High top, yellow, bright yellow shoes. And I do mean yellow. To the right side, shot up and in. That's Franklin for 2 points.
McLean.
Or McLean, yes.
You see, you haven't been able to say his name scoring all night. It was a shock that he scored.
2 instead of 3 on the jersey. Here's a steal for O'Fallon, trailing 53-29. We're down to 40 seconds to go. McLean again, 3 ball, it's good.
Now he's got it going a little bit, but it's going to be too late for O'Fallon. I mean, you went on a 5-0 run just to cut it to 21.
53-32, that 21-point lead. Carlos on the sideline again. Slams the ball down. It's O'Fallon ball.
Yeah, and Carlos has got to watch that. You can't afford to get a technical there. Especially don't want to do anything to get kicked out of a game.
True. 28 seconds to go. Third quarter. 53-32. They lob it to Franklin. Franklin back out to McLean for three. Good again. Where has he been?
Yeah. Well, he's been under the watchful eye of those pit bulls you talked about. Here comes the dunk by Franklin. Nope.
Franklin with a steal, then Hobbs with a steal, but Hobbs fouled it.
Great hustle by Levante, though. Because Franklin had a dunk, and Levante refused to give him one and just hustled back and broke it up.
And so, with 4.6 seconds to go, 53-35, Redbirds lead the Panthers. They throw it in. Nigel Harris will knock it right back out of bounds. And so, 53-35, and O'Fallon will throw it in. 3.5 to go. Franklin needs to force it up. Right side, no good. And that's the end of 3 quarters here at Alton High. The Redbirds all over the Panthers, 53-35. You're listening to Big Z Radio Sports.
Timeout. Come here. I need better coverage. Anybody here give me better coverage?
Put me in, coach. I can give you better coverage. Not only can I give you better coverage, I can protect your dreams. Call me, Gerard Fisher, 466-7062.
Hey, where do you want this ladder?
Oh, come on, coach.
American Family Insurance.
Dad, the toilet's clogged again.
Ruderman to the rescue. We'll clean any drain, anytime, anywhere. Ruderman is your locally owned and operated plumbing and drain cleaning company. We're friendly, fast, and reliable. Ruderman takes the extra steps to protect your home while providing stellar 24-hour emergency superhero service with hometown pricing. So for plumbing repairs, drain cleaning, water heaters, filtration systems, or just when your house pipes are in trouble, call Ruderman.
Redbirds with a 21-point third quarter, 21-13. They outscore O'Fallon, and O'Fallon had a couple of late threes just to make it that close.
Yeah, and you're right, just to make it that close. Redbirds have absolutely dominated here.
53-35 as we go to the fourth quarter now. 7:54 to go in the ball game. Alton with a big lead on O'Fallon as we start the fourth. To the wing it goes. Franklin gives it to the free throw line. Jumper missed by Harrison. Rebound Alton. Here come the Redbirds and Josh Lovings to Wigfall. Top of the key, Wigfall, three. Nope, off the rim. He missed it. Redbirds have Darius Collins in there, Hobbs, Harris, Lovings, and Wigfall. Rustio for three. It's off the mark. Back iron, no good. Rebound, Redbirds. DeMonte Wigfall, fouled by Franklin, and a late whistle, and they finally are going to call it.
It's been a very physical game. Not a lot of fouls have really been called, but it's been a very physical game.
Franklin with his second foul. He's got 14 points in the game. Had a 10-point second quarter. The Redbirds have had quarters now of 12, 20, and 21. Here's Wigfall into the lane to Harris. Finger roll, good. Nigel Harris.
Nigel's going to get on the board with his second layup of the game.
Here's McLean. He'll stop from three again. Good again for McLean.
I know Coach Gibson's probably wondering, whoa, where was that earlier when we needed it?
He's got 11 points, all after halftime.
Yeah, he's got 11 points all in about the span of 3 minutes.
That's true. Harris and Collins playing catch. Now to Hobbs for Alton. 6:30 to go in the game. 55-38. Ball knocked away and goes into the backcourt, and O'Fallon will grab it. McLean will lay it up and in. McLean gets another bucket.
And I'm going to tell you something. The math, you know, I talk about good math and bad math all the time. The Redbirds better get a bucket.
Inside, glass and good, and one. Lovings went down the baseline, and he'll try for three.
And that's a big bucket because if they had went back down and scored without the Birds scoring, we're talking about a 13-point game with 6 minutes to go. That's nothing, especially with McLean heating up.
Rustio's going to get his third foul. Panthers trail the Redbirds now 57-40. In the air, Lovings good on the three-point play. So 5 Alton points in the fourth quarter. And they lead it 58-40. Now a layup down the baseline is good by Harrison, number 15.
And he's bringing the starters back.
Anderson, Hudson, Edwards, Thurman all coming to the scorers table here. Nigel Harris bounces it down, stolen away. Franklin to McLean. Reverse layup is good.
All of a sudden you got a 14-point game with 5 minutes to go. Coach Smith is now looking happy.
Redbirds lost it again. Another turnover. Franklin all the way down will slam it home.
Now all of a sudden you got a 12-point game, Brent.
Timeout, Redbirds. Coach Eric Smith would like a full timeout here, as all of a sudden the Redbirds kind of quit playing. Lead it 58-46. 5:20 to go. You're listening to Big Z Radio Sports.
We're always looking for better ways to do things, but with some banks, better for them isn't always better for you.
You've reached Megabank. Press 1 to hear your current balance. Press 2 to hear these options again.
Introducing free Kasasa checking. When you do stuff for us, like swipe your debit card or get e-statements, we make it even better for you with cash back and refunds on ATM fees. Kasasa, carried locally at Liberty Bank. Do you, Kasasa?
Roper's Regal Beagle, located on Godfrey Road, is the Metro East premier sports bar and grill. Open Sunday through Thursday till 2 a.m. and Fridays and Saturdays till 3 a.m. At Roper's Regal Beagle, you will enjoy some of the area's best pizza from their wood-fired pizza oven. There's also a full kitchen offering a huge variety, as well as a soup and salad bar. Sports fans, Roper's Regal Beagle is the place to watch the game. 27 TVs, NFL ticket, Big Ten, Pac-12, and streaming local high school sports.
McLean with some buckets, and that's really changed the lead. And then they got some dunks. Now the Redbirds, who've had the bench guys in, the starters have been out for a while. They're going to try to have to restart their engines here.
Well, 4 starters are going to come in along with Wigfall. So you have Wigfall, Edwards, Thurman, Anderson, and Hudson in the ball game now. Out of the timeout for Alton, Coach Eric Smith watches his team. Throw it down to Hudson. Now to the baseline. Wigfall fires. Good. Wigfall for 2.
And then turnover.
And a whistle and a foul.
So you got Wigfall, got a quick bucket, and then Chance Armstrong, who just struggles against Alton, just threw it in, right in to Isaiah Thurman.
And Thurman was fouled by Armstrong, his second foul.
I didn't think Darius Edwards was going to have a chance to get 30, but it looks like he will now.
Thurman at the line. He puts it up and in. He's got 3 points.
This may just be a guest appearance, though, depending on what this score looks like in the next minute and a half.
Yeah, we're still at the 5-minute mark. 5 minutes to go. Still a lot of time. 61-46. Redbirds by 15 again. It was 12. Ooh. Then a timeout. That free throw, no good. Here comes Franklin, hands to McLean. McLean will back it up for 3 again. It's short, no good. Back comes Thurman the other way. Thurman to the corner. Offensive foul, though, on the pass. Thurman ran into Harrison for the foul.
And then you're asking probably why. You know, why are you out of control when you got the lead? But that's how they play, and when they don't play that way, they're not successful.
And the Redbirds go back to defense. And they're going to pick it up. Full court, man-to-man pretty much here, as Darius Edwards and Darian McLean getting close here.
Yeah.
Chest to chest. So the referee breaks that up. And with 4:44 to go in the fourth, McLean to Franklin. Bad pass. Thurman has the steal. Down to Carlos Anderson. Missed the layup. Foul by Franklin.
And turnovers. Turnovers are starting to pick up again. With this main group in, they put the pressure on.
Franklin's third foul. Anderson to the line and 0 for 4. 8 points in the game. Free throw, no good.
Free throws have been a struggle for Carlos Anderson tonight.
0 for 5. Here comes another for 9 points. Yes, he has 9.
I'm Rick Gibson. I may start thinking about fouling him.
Foul him a couple of times, maybe. Here's a steal. Carlos, 3-on-1 to Hudson. Jam time and a foul. Hudson on a 3-on-1 from Carlos.
Nice bounce pass by Carlos right to Brian. Brian with the rim racker to finish it, and the and one. I think this is going to be able to get the bench back in. Coach Smith is giving them pep talk like, hey, just don't let them back in the game. But I think that's going to do it right there. 20 points at 4 minutes. Well,
Hudson misses the free throw. He has 6 in the game.
Caught a lane violation on O'Fallon.
Yeah, lane violation. He's going to get another chance. If it's a 3-on-1 break and you pass it on the wing to Hudson, you better get out of the way.
Yeah. Yeah.
But instead, it was a foul.
He was coming.
Wagner with his second foul. Hudson puts the free throw up and in. 3-point play for Brian. He's got 7 in the game. Over the timeline, 65-46. Top of the key, 3. McLean, good again.
Telling you, if he could have got anything going earlier, O'Fallon might have had a different shot, but you got to give credit to the Redbirds defense.
Redbirds had a 7-0 run. Snapped right there on that 3. Here's Hudson inside. Good, and 1 again. Down low, he kissed it off the glass. He'll go for 3.
Rick Gibson, all he can do is just put his hands on his head.
67-49. Here comes Nigel Harris for Thurman. And Hobbs going to get Hudson the shooter, I believe. So Hudson at the line. He's 3 for 4 at the line.
Yeah, Brian's done a pretty good job shooting free throws.
And for his 10th point, no good.
I jinxed him.
Yes, you did. Hudson with 9, Anderson with 9. And now Wigfall with a foul at midcourt.
Birds can be aggressive, though. They got fouls to give.
So a couple of players with 9 points each, and then you have Darius with 25 in the game. Hudson steps back out. Darius Edwards steps back onto the bench.
Young men have had a tremendous 2-year run.
Top of the key, McLean. We're down to 3:40 to go in the game. Here's McLean dribbling out of bounds or behind the back, a little too fancy, and he turned it over.
Yeah, he had a little too much going on right there.
And he's going to come out of the game as Alex Orr, the sophomore, checks back in. And Carlos Anderson out of the game with 9 points. And up the floor, the Redbirds have it.
You talk about Carlos Anderson ending his regular season career as a 4-year starter.
That's right.
Here at Alton.
Nigel Harris. Now Hobbs to Wigfall. Wigfall to the baseline. Out to Harris. Gives to the baseline again. Loving's finger roll blocked away. Collins comes up with it. Now to Hobbs. Hobbs all the way down. Glass, no, but he was fouled by Rustio.
Good drive by Levante. Levante's been a solid free throw shooter all year this year too, so we look to make 2 points here.
And he has not scored in the game tonight. Try to get another senior on the score sheet.
Ooh. They have struggled from the line tonight.
First one is missed. 8 Redbirds have scored so far. And this one up and in for Hobbs. 1 for 2 for Vontae Hobbs there. 2:55 to go in the game, and Hobbs tips a pass out of bounds.
And now what you like with the second group is they're swarming now. They're not just looking to see who can score. Everybody's swarming.
Defense first.
They got a little kid just walking up next to the guy taking the ball out of bounds.
As some folks head for the exits. Shot missed. Rebound Redbirds. Wigfall on the move. Wigfall to Hobbs. A 3. It's no good. Off the rim. 2:40 remaining. Franklin brings it up the floor. Franklin all the way in. Foul and 1. Went right at Josh Lovings with a foul.
And you like Franklin. Franklin, he's had a tough night. They've done a lot of things to him, but he just kept grinding. And he's padding those stats for the next guy that's going to come along and try to take that scoring title down at O'Fallon.
True. And they've had some players there, as we talked about.
They have.
2:33 to go. Franklin for a 3-point play. Yes, free throw good.
The young man is smooth. I mean, he really presents a lot of things. He can handle it. He can jump. He can shoot it. Got a good IQ. Just a lot of good things.
Alton basketball. Hobbs. Marcus Latham, a junior, into the game. Down to the corner. Lovings misses a 3. Rebound O'Fallon. Franklin. Latham stole it away from Franklin. Franklin tried to get it back as he reached in with a foul. And that's going to be it for the 5 on the floor for the Panthers as they're going to go to the bench.
Franklin still at a blowout, going to finish with 21. This is they have weaknesses, so don't get me wrong. Redbirds have some weaknesses. But let me tell you something. When they play you straight up, head on that floor, you better bring your A game.
Latham at the free throw line. And shot missed. Another one coming. O'Fallon brings 5 new players into the game.
It's a lot of seniors they're sitting down too, Brent.
Kevin Caldwell checks in for Alton. Free throw, no good. Alton leading 68-52, 2 minutes to go. O'Fallon with the basketball. And there's a steal. Josh Lovings, and he will lay it over the rim and in. Lovings for 2.
And it looked like he wanted to dunk it. He looked like he's pulling up a little tender with that hamstring.
1:40 to go. Lovings makes it 70-52. Holding his left hamstring right now. And there's a whistle and a foul. Latham reaching in.
They say you already had Maurice Edwards kind of twinge your ankle, so you really don't want kids getting hurt and rolling, especially if you plan to make a deep playoff run.
Jordan Golly into the game, 13, a junior. And with 1:30 to go, O'Fallon goes to the free throw line, down by 18. Free throw missed, rebound Redbirds. Caldwell gives to Latham. Redbirds going to go 3-0 against O'Fallon this year.
Yeah, and O'Fallon and it's been blowouts. I mean, they really have not been able to figure it out against the Redbirds.
Caldwell 3, and it's up and in for number 22, the freshman.
Yeah, and he's had a solid year this year. I mean, for a freshman, you're dressed in varsity, you normally don't plan to play a lot, but there's been so many blowouts for the Redbirds, Brent. He's gotten a lot of playing time.
55 seconds to go in the ball game now. 73-52 in favor of Alton High. There's a pass to the wing, and out of bounds it goes. Turnover Panthers. It's Redbird ball again.
They're going to trace number 24, Troy Smith. He's going to check in for Levante Hobbs, the last senior to come out. No, I'm sorry, Darius Collins is still out there, so. Just got Levante checking out. Was the quarterback and played a good bench role for this Redbirds team this year.
Here's Latham giving the ball to Caldwell as Alton will run the clock out. Alley-oop to Latham. Too high, out of bounds. Turnover. Redbirds give it back to the Panthers. 30 seconds left in the ball game. And they play catch around the three-point line here. O'Fallon basketball. Now they'll fire a three. It's missed. Rebound O'Fallon. Lean in. Shot no good. Rebound Darius Collins. Collins hands the ball off. 10 seconds left, and that should do it. Alton Redbirds 73. O'Fallon Panthers 52. Redbirds win on senior night, their home finale, and they're now 24-4 on the season. They finished 12-2 in the Southwestern Conference.
Man, tremendous conference run, 12-2. Like we spoke earlier in the broadcast, normally that's a conference championship record. Matter of fact, I think the last couple of years, 12-2 is what's won it. And this year, unfortunately, there was just one team better. But you can't knock what the Redbirds have accomplished in the regular season. They were tremendous here at home. The one loss at home was the East St. Louis, and now the fans are rushing the floor.
Redbird Nest will head to the floor and congratulate the seniors on senior night. And the fourth quarter, another 20-point quarter for the Alton Redbirds.
And that's their magic number. When they can speed you up, or when they can force long threes and you can't hit them, those turn into fast break opportunities. And like the term you coined when I first moved here, when you let the Redbirds turn into the running Redbirds, it's going to be a long night with a lot of dunks and highlights.
And plenty of highlights tonight. Alton 73, O'Fallon 52. Back with a post game in a moment. You're listening to Big Z Radio Sports.